This is the solution video for Unit 2 review problem number 13. It says, for what non-negative value of b is the line given by y equals negative 1/6 x plus b normal to the curve y equals 2x cubed? All right, so we're trying to find b, which if you look at this, y equals mx plus b, right? That's actually the y-intercept of a normal line, right? Now, it says normal to the curve y equals 2x cubed. All right, so first thing you want to recognize is that the slope of this normal line is negative 1/6, which means that we really want to know when the slope of the tangent line is positive 6, right? And so we're saying, okay, slope of the tangent is 6. So if y equals 2x cubed, then what does the derivative equal? dy dx. All right, so that derivative is pretty simple, 6x squared, right? And so what we're trying to do is the first thing we need to do is we need to determine the value of x for which the derivative is equal to 6. So we're going to set 6x squared equal to 6. So I divide by 6, x squared equals 1. So x equals plus or minus 1. Don't forget to include the plus or minus when you take the square root. All right, now, this is not the answer. These are not the answers. Why? Because what have we found? We found the x values on the graph of y equals 2x cubed for which the tangent line has a slope of 6 or the normal line has a slope of negative 1/6. So now I need to figure out, okay, well, what is the y-intercept that would go with that normal line? All right. So there's two ways you could do it. You could do it analytically or graphically. All right. So I will show you both. All right. So if we want to consider it graphically, all right, we know that x is positive 1. So if x is positive 1, then what would y be? Well, y when x is 1 would be 2 times 1 cubed, which is 2, right? So you have a point at 1 comma 2, right? Or what is y when x is negative 1? Well, 2 times negative 1 cubed, that would be negative 2. And so you have a normal line that's going to be at a slope at a point 1, 2 with a slope of negative 1/6, or normal line at 1 comma negative 2 with a slope of negative 1/6. So I'm going to write those two equations. I'm going to write y minus 2 equals negative 1/6 x minus 1, right? Or I'm going to write y minus negative 2, so y plus 2 equals negative 1/6 x minus 1. All right, so now, okay, this is in slope-intercept form, so let's put these two in slope-intercept form. So I'm going to distribute the 1/6 and then add the 2. So y equals negative 1/6 x. This would become plus 1/6, and then this would become plus 2. So 1/6 plus 2, that would be 1/6 plus 12/6. And so I get y equals negative 1/6 x plus 13 over 6. So 13 over 6 would be B. That is a positive, non-negative value. So it looks like that's the answer. But let's go ahead and view this. So I would subtract 2. I would distribute the negative 1/6. So negative 1/6 x plus 1/6, but then minus 2, right? And so if we have this, we get negative 1/6 x, and then I have positive 1/6 minus 2. So that would be like subtracting 12 over 6. So that would be negative 11 sixths. And of course, this is a negative value. So the answer is 13 sixths. The other way to do it would be to think about the graph of y equals 2x cubed. This is the graph of 2x cubed. So at x equals 1, at x equals negative 1, if you draw the normal lines, you can see that the normal line on the right when x is 1 is going to give you a positive value of the y-intercept of that normal line. And so then you would know to only do this one. So the answer is 13.